Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing today? It is December 15th, 2014. Well, I'd like to first start off by thanking all of the new subscribers to the channel. The channel has really been taking off, and I'm really shocked and I'm impressed by that. And I'm going to continue to be doing videos here and putting out some great content. And I appreciate all of the support and the likes and the commenting in the comment section. I really enjoy exchanging thoughts and ideas with everybody and on the in the comment section there. So please continue to keep that rolling. So let's get right into it. Start off today with asking the question: do I have to be rich to do this? That's a great question. And my answer to that is a resounding no. I don't think that you have to be rich to do this. And I'll start off by saying that I think that if you are a person that is working with some limited financial resources, if I was in that position, I would be choosing a cargo van, and I would be getting it set up how I would want it to be, with doing that way there, a cargo van, offers you a lot of options, and you can get into them for fairly inexpensively, and you can set them up the way that you want, So, so if you're working within limited, within a very limited budget, there's nothing wrong with going with a cargo van. I will say that, with everything, everything that going up from a truck camper all the way up to a Class A motorhome, the more things that you want, it's luxury and comfort. It's luxury and comfort. I know that I have set the bar high with the camper that I have, and and it's it is. It's there's some luxury in there, and there's some comfort, that comes with having some of these these more expensive RVs, but that's mostly that is what it is, though. It doesn't make them better, or than somebody that's in a cargo van or whatever. Because I think that when you're getting into this, you are, when you first start out, if you're like me, you're telling yourself that I am going to go out there and I am going to live my life on my terms, and I am not going to settle for anything less. So you're going to kind of start from that platform, and so you're going to want to go out there and do whatever whatever is going to work within your budget. The advantage to having something new, like my camper, is that everything is new, and it's you don't have to really go through the checklist of, okay, did I replace that? Has that been fixed? You start with a new platform. When you have something used, things can have a tendency to go out and need to be replaced. So it's just it's really, I think, also if you're on limited funds, being mechanically inclined is definitely gonna work in your favor. I mean, if you're going with a cargo van or a truck camper, and I think everybody should be somewhat astute on, if you want to go out there and do this lifestyle, and be on your own, and you really should have some mechanical aptitude, or be learning how to have some mechanical aptitude, and studying the various systems of the trucks, the pickup trucks, and then also the camper units themselves, and studying the systems, learning how to inspect things, learning how to diagnose things, and learning how to maintain things. And that's really the key, is the maintenance and keeping up and staying on top of that. And I mean, if you can do that, you can just if you can just to me, if you can just learn that component and master that component, of maintaining and upkeeping all of your stuff, you're going to be just miles and miles ahead. So going back to the question, do you need to be rich to do this? And no, you don't have to be rich to do this. It definitely, when you start off with a lot of financial resources, in some cases it can get you into more trouble, because you might be overspending in areas that you don't need to spend a lot of money in. You might buy that $80,000 RV, and when, gosh, you could have gotten into a $6,000 van, and made your maiden voyage that way. So it can work if in your favor and against you. Having a lot of money getting started out, it's going to buy you time. It's going to buy you a lot of freedom. Okay, and that's a good thing too. Not having a lot of financial resources starting out, it's going to cause you to be more creative with yourself, and and I mean, and that's a good thing. Being creative and figuring out how you're going to do this, and how you're going to support yourself, and how you're going to generate an income for yourself. It's like, there's a lot. I mean, being creative, and really getting in touch with yourself, and finding out who you are, and what kind of a mark that you want to make on the world. And there's so many different things you can do from that. From that, just from that angle right there. Of course, a lot of these things I'm talking about aren't going to put income directly into your pocket today. There's things that you build over time. Whether you're an artist, or you're whatever creative endeavor that you're doing. It's going to take some time to build up that that asset, or build up that golden goose. So yeah, you don't have to be you don't have to be rich to do this. Um, if anything, you just have to really, you have to approach everything from the right mindset, and depending on, where you are. In another video I did, I talked about being debt free and doing this, getting a debt free, and yeah, I really, really emphasize that part, is that you really, if you really should get your debts in order, and get everything paid off, and go, and start from that platform. And I also advise, paying cash for everything, and chuck the credit cards. Maybe hang on to one, but forget about that stuff. You don't need them. You don't need them to live your life, to live a better life. It's not necessary. Um, so yeah, I don't think that you don't need to be rich to do this. There's various things that you can do. But it's like but I will say that a lot of these older vehicles that you buy, they're whether it be truck campers, or cargo vans, these all stuff that's older. I'm talking like 15, 20 years older, that you can pick up for a couple grand. There are some great bargains out there. You need to know what you're buying. You need to be able to inspect it. You need to be able to know what the condition of the transmission is, the condition of the engine. Those two major components there. There are some great bargains out there, but some of these older vehicles, they can be prone to more expenses down the road. So like I said, it's just you just have to really be aware of all of these things. And then, that's kind of where I go back to the cargo van is, with a cargo van, I mean, you've just got that engine and transmission. You don't have whole lot of extra stuff. So I think that that's a great way to do this. And then there are other types of RVs that you can get into with limited funds. Travel trailers. You can pick those up pretty inexpensively. But keeping it the general theme of the truck camper, I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm, like I said, I'm pretty much an advocate of the truck camper. I'm really liking it, and I'm enjoying mine a lot, and I have no regrets, and I consider myself right now, I'm going to be keeping this for a long time, unless something major changes. So with that, YouTube, you don't have to be rich to do this. Get out there, make a decision, and do it. Thank you for watching.